Hello friends, Lightman here with more Final Fantasy VI Beyond Chaos. Last time, we followed Jecht and Basch as they escaped from the Imperial Siege of Doma with Cinque, fought a demon locomotive, and were abandoned by their shadowy companion just because they wanted to do the perfectly rational RPG protagonist thing of self-yeeting down a waterfall. Only to meet a strange middle-aged man named Tella, whose stats are up on the screen right now. As normal, I checked out all the shops here, but all the good stuff is for characters that are not with us right now, and possibly not actually better than what they have. So I'm going to hold off on doing shopping. There's also a side quest here that has a really cool quality of life upgrade that I want to show off. Also, side note, in previous videos I go completely silent, no voice or game audio for some sections. This is due to auto-detect flagging the Final Fantasy IV boss and battle theme remixes, which play in this town. So, while in this town and other places where it plays, I'll have game audio muted, and then I'll bring it back up when it's not playing. So hopefully that fixes everything. So, looking at Tella here real quick, we see his spell list at level 14, which he starts as. He has Quick, Haste, and Fire 3. And he has a few abilities that Flash Sun, that's Flash, like Edgar's tool, and Sunbath, like Mog's dance. And Haypalm is Heal Force, the Magitech armor ability, and Pummel, the Blitz. Normally, Flash Sun would be question mark Cure 2, which casts Cure 2 on random party members a random number of times between 1 and 9. Flash Sun is more reliable, and it deals damage and potentially blinds the enemies. So that's why I'm using it. And that swap off was given to him by, I believe, the Fairy Ring. So let us get into the town, which I will now mute audio, so my voice doesn't get muted. So I'll just show you the stores real quick. The Stout Spear is garbage. The gem box in this version, the Stout Spear is just 128 battle power and uses MP like a lot of Magitech swords do in the vanilla game. The gem box just gives you immunity to Condemned and changes magic to item. And I have everything else. And in the weapon shop, the falchion isn't the awesome falchion it is in the vanilla game. It does have 182 battle power and always hits, and grants plus 10 to evade. But, like the heal rod, it heals the target when you smack them with it. Not good. The ice shield is a standard ice shield, but as you can see, no one in the party, it will improve, and it also has the quotations on near death, which I'm still trying to figure out what that does. And as you see, we have everything else. Going into the item shop, we have the Diamond Vest, which is a decent piece of armor, and actually now looking at it, Tella can equip it. But I don't think it's better than the Moogle suit. Red jacket also wasn't... Remember, looking at these, none of them were that impressive. The offering does what it says on the tin in the vanilla game, but we have weapons that do that. I will come back here once I get the airship and do some full shopping. I'm going to skip that house for now. Move, mailman. It's a shame that I have to have the audio muted. This rendition of the Final Fantasy IV battle theme that's playing is amazing. Thief Knife is actually pretty good. It does the Thief Knife things and has a few other abilities, but as you can see, only, I think that was Sinke, or our Sasquatch, can equip it. Kotetsu is worse than what Tella has already. Leather armor is just garbage. I did note that one down. It makes you to near death. Like, it automatically drops you down to one single digit HP, and only has 26 defense, evade -10, and magic defense 24. I wouldn't mind getting X potions intense, but the thing that needs to be done costs 2,500 gil. So in the vanilla game, there's a cool little side quest that ties in to Cyan. Like, it's not required, it's just assumed that you do it in the Dark World, but it ties into how you get Cyan in the Dark World. There's this kid here. He was drafted into the army, the Imperial Army, and was wounded in war. And he has a girlfriend back in Miranda named Lola. While he's here recuperating, he is getting letters sent back and forth to Lola between him. She keeps asking him to send her things. You have to do it 5 times. Each time it costs 500 gil. And you either have to rest in the inn, exit the town, come back. Sometimes you have to fight a random battle. Like, a certain amount of time has to pass in-game. And it just is a huge time sink, but you get a Tintinabra for your troubles, which in the vanilla gives you step regen. Every time you take a step, you regenerate 1 HP. And here, her first letter just says, "Oh, there's scary Imperial troopers in town. I don't like it. When can I see you again? I miss you." And each successive letter that goes back and forth, she asks for things. But quality of life upgrade. First, I'm going to steal an item from this clock. Hey, a poison claw. Hey, Mr. Mailman. For 2,500 gil, you can send 2 letters, a record, a tonic, and a book. Everything Lola asks for. Like, you have to send 2 letters, and then she's like, you remember, like, I really want to hear our song again, the song we had our first kiss to. That's what the record is about. And then, oh, Mama's sick. She needs medicine. You send a tonic. And then, oh, I heard you were saying you were reading a good book. I'd like to read it too, and so you send her the book. But for everything, you just one shot, 2,500 gil. You delivered the package. I heard, my name, you sent Lola many things. Yes, all at once. I didn't have to blow 20 minutes. I wish to thank you. Please accept this as a token of my appreciation. A leather hat. Let's see what it does. Really? Hope you die in the next war. Let me see what that Poison Claw does. Poison elemental attack. Reverses cures. No, shank you. So I'm going to go back to the relic store. Sell this hot garbage leather hat. 27 gil. Great, 1,000% markup. I can at least buy a tent. Any garbage items I can get rid of? So I wouldn't mind having an X potion for backup. Not that's worth it right now. Alright. That was a little disappointing. So, oh yeah, I can turn music back up because right now it's just sorry, I had pause when inactive on. It's just the Imperial troops march on, which is fine. That should be a good balance. So now, Gao when you first meet Tella or Gao in the vanilla, he talks about shiny, shiny, shiny. The only thing for you to do here, aside from fighting on the Veld, which, as I mentioned in the last episode, has every enemy formation that you've encountered thus far in its encounter table. And every time you encounter certain enemy formations, they appear here. That includes some dragons as well, some of the great dragons that you hunt in the Dark World. I remember in the vanilla game hunting down the white dragon or the pearl dragon. Yeah, it's the pearl dragon on the Veld actually lets Gao cast Pearl or Holy for free. And it's like a 50-50 chance that he'll drop it. And normally this is where Gao goes crazy saying, shiny, 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 shiny. And Cyan's, can something really be that shiny? And turns out Gao, while digging around on the Veld or something, found a diving helmet, which is I believe it's a reference to Final Fantasy I. The Axiel you had to find to use the submarine to go diving into the water temple to go punch Kraken. But the cutscene is gone. You jump into the Serpent Trench here, which is a very strong current that leads between Moblitz and Miranda. Oh, that's one thing the Thief's Knife does in this game, which is unfortunate because Bosch can't equip it, and it gives super jump, which he has right now anyway, so that's fine. Let's see if Fire 3 does anything. Bouncy, bouncy. There's a new Blitz. I don't think anyone actually has Blitz in this game. Aside from our Go-Go analog. Possibly. And similar to the Late River, we just have a random number of battles to fight. Now that animation, you see that, like, it looks like Dispatch from the original game. That's just because I have the random battle animations turned on. Yeah, keep blocking, Tellah. I probably should have put Tellah in the back row. I like how Tellah's character portrait is Cid from Final Fantasy VII, but the in-game sprite is, I believe that's Wedding Dagger from Final Fantasy IX. And I've been playing in my, for fun, the Final Fantasy XII randomizer, and it took me playing that to realize how the random name generator works in this game. It's just a letter swap cipher. Yeah. Like, these used to be bug. So under this cipher, R is B, E is U, and R is G. It took me an embarrassing amount of time to figure out that's how they made these names. Because some of them sound really cool and others just sound derpy. Both fail. I did get some other items. Diamond Helm is hot cabbage. And Oath Veil is marginal. And one more dungeon after another forced encounter. I like how there's little bunnies underwater. That's hilarious. Got to put Tellah in the back row. To think of it, that could be the Tears for Fears palette swap of Wedding Yuna. It's nice having a very good healer in the party. You could experiment with fire. Oh, I forgot. It's X magic, yeah. Experiment with fire 3. I've always had a soft spot for Dragoons ever since Final Fantasy IV. Even though this was the first game I played that exposed me to Dragoons. Because I had played Final Fantasy III before I played Final Fantasy II. My first RPG actually being Dragon Warrior 3 on the NES, and then Final Fantasy 1 and then 6. With a couple other Dragon Warriors thrown in there. I believe the last of the series I played before Dragon Quest VII eventually released was 1. Uh-oh. Not good. And I don't have life. Phoenix down. Negatory. So we are just without our new character and our healer. Awesome. And I don't really want to run from this because we need the experience. Actually, I don't want to torture you guys. So I don't normally save scum like this. But one thing I will do, I'm gonna mute the game again, is quickly go in here. I'll not do that that side quest. Now that we saw it was absolute rubbish. Buy a tent, buy an X potion. I'm still using my rule of I only buy one of the things I don't have. Leather armor was garbage. But vaguely remember Kotetsu being not horrifying. And Diamond Vest was good. I believe Red Jacket was good. Offering was tolerable. It's nice to have one more multi-attack, and everything else was rubbish. So, to show you, Kotetsu drains MP, but low battle power. Diamond Vest was garbage. Red Jacket, not so much. And Offering, as you see, it's an X fight with -1 stamina. So, get out of here. Bring our volume back up. Maybe a little more. No, no, no. Make my way back down to Crescent Mountain. Back row. See what Genji armor and the Moogle suit themselves do. The Moogle suit. Oh, it's just garbage anyway, so excellent. And then the Genji armor. Auto shell. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Here we go. Now, Tella might be a little more survivable. And will do a little bit more damage with Flash. So win-win-win. Let's see what this random tech does. Flash, okay. It's both good and bad that it copies the command that was input, not the actual ability that was used when you mimic. Normally in vanilla, that's the same thing, but in this case, when you have those random abilities, it can lead to a big difference. As you saw with me getting X-Fur instead of another Flash. Scan. Oh yeah, I forgot that's in the random tech list. But thankfully that gave Flash instead. Oh, that was Tella doing that. We'll count that as my one wipe an episode. You die, Bunny. Yeah. We are definitely hitting that point where not earning XP from random encounters is starting to slow down progress. But there was no save point in that room. But if there was, I wouldn't have been able to save that 2,500 gil. And I learned from the last time fighting him with those stupid bunnies. Oh cool, Confuser. Absorb fire, so no cheesing it with Fire 3. Ooh, Force Field. Not that we really need defense right now. But that could have just taught me Force Field if I haven't learned it already. to kill these last bugs. If I see more random enemy names that I can translate from the original that I remember, I'll point them out. How to crack the code. And now, I believe each name actually gets encrypted separately. It's not like Al Bhed from Final Fantasy X, where it's a universal cipher. So not every B is an R in this case. And not every U is an E. But all vowels are swapped between each other, and all consonants. Yeah, there we go. Learn force field. So that was worth it. So all consonants are randomly swapped with each other in each name. Yeah. Voltage. Whoopee. And one more route. Awesome. And now... Oh, it's not Miranda, it's South Figaro. Yeah, we'd have no way to get back from, not Moblitz, from Miranda, because that's on the Imperial continent. Oh, it's Nikeah. And from Nikeah... What do you got to sell? Yeah, I know you're a loser, kid. Oh, cool. This is the Land of Ice from Secret of Mana. But I'm going to step out of town here. Oh. Save. And pause the recording here. I'm going to do my normal checking shopping, and I'll be back in the next episode, which, yeah, this time it won't take 3 months for me to make another episode. Yeah, I'm just going to record it right after this one, and we'll get right back into it. See you shortly. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.